keep doing daily videos on YouTube, I need to raise my Patreon and Subscribe Star income to a grand total of $200 a month. So if you're so inclined, help a chap out. Zang.
He is more of a like a 9th century leader in that. Think about like the kings, the British kings, right? They used to go to war with the soldiers. Now it wasn't behind a wall. They didn't say you go out and fight. They used to fight with them, and that is how he is.
No business these.
Candace Bloody Owens. I'm going to put a string of the nonsense that has been on her Twitter feed for the last God knows how long since the coronavirus started there. It's like tick, 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 if you want to delve into that stupidity. There's plenty of people who are trying to use the coronavirus for nefarious political ends, and remarkably it's the ones who tend to talk about liberty and so on so much. They seem to want people to die for the sake of the stock market. Human sacrifice to the invisible hand. It's not a particularly humanistic or a libertine philosophy at all. I mean, you can't enjoy any freedoms if you're dead. But I want you to look at this fucking woman, and I want you to remember everything that she's said, everything that she's done, and the same for other figures doing the same, like Paul Joseph Watson and so on. For some time, you know, they've been a nice little amusement, a funny little band of conspiracy theorists and grifters ripping off right-wing people, and who am I to get in the way if they're going to be stealing money off the right wing? But this is real. This is deadly. People are dying, and the disinformation that they are constantly and consistently spreading about this virus is prolonging it, is exposing more people to it. Every time they say to people that they should defy, or that they're fine defying gathering orders, or that they should go to church and gather in large numbers in one place, they're causing more deaths, they're extending the outbreak, they're making it worse for everybody, every time they put the economy ahead of a human life. So just remember them. When COVID takes someone in your extended sphere, and it's very likely that it will, we each have a personal connection to about 100 people. The death rate, you know, could be as high as 1%. So most of us are going to know someone who has died or been incredibly ill from this disease. So when that happens, I want you to remember the Candace Owens. I want you to remember the Paul Joseph Watsons and the Alex Jones and whoever else it is on the right wing boosting Trump as he mishandles this. Even if you're a Trump fan and supporter, even if you voted for him, surely even you must realise that he's completely botched this, and that he's acting in a horrendous way internationally to try and make up the lost ground, stealing medical supplies destined for other countries. This isn't presidential behaviour, it's not human behaviour. He's no Hitler, but he's not a good guy either. Remember Candace Owens. And Jesus Christ, why do you give Candace Owens the time of day? Do you forget that she was a social justice warrior, the social autopsy site? Has there ever been a more blatant heel turn? The grift she saw, there was more money to be made from being a black conservative than there was from being a black activist. And you fell for it. No one should be taking this woman seriously. She's considering running for office, apparently. Well, I hope you preserve these tweets and these comments every time she's minimised the virus or said, oh, people aren't dying from the virus, it's other things, when we know that it aggravates all these other illnesses, so there is a direct line of cause there. Every lie, every dripping piece of venom, every partisan time she's placed ideology or economy over human life, I want you to save it, remember it, and bring it up every time she steps out in public if she ever does run for office. Don't let her escape it. Every nasty thing that she's ever said, every stupid thing she's ever said. Sure, it'll take forever to rattle all of them off, but you've just got to hammer it home time and time again. This woman is not genuine. She's about as kosher as a pork sandwich. You can't trust a single word out of her mouth. This is all just my opinion. It's just like my opinion, man. But look at what she said. Look at the reality. Look at the statistics. These people are playing with your lives at this point. And how much of a sucker are you going to be? You might be willing to give your life in a war, or for the sake of other people, or even for the sake of the economy, which is kind of other people abstracted to the nth degree, I suppose. But are you willing to give your life to further the narcissistic political ambitions of a horrid little fake? Fuck that bitch.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno